Clear?
Uh,
So today our objective to understand the, you can say, organizations of Java classes. Let's see, we have created the huge number of Java classes, right?
mhm,
Whenever you are building a software, the number of Java classes is going to increase, right? Depend upon
mhm.
the situation, scenario, number of more classes you are creating, right?
Right.
So if we are all putting in only one folder, right? In the future, someone want to change the database related files, so they have to check all the classes that is related to
Mhm,
database, related to
mhm,
database, related to file system, related to
mhm,
UI, related to the utility, right?
mhm.
So what the Java designer say, you have organized related classes in one folder. Let's this is the create one folder and put all the classes related to the math, right? And
Acha.
create another package or folder, and you can put all the related classes to the SQL, right? Put another folder where you put all the classes related to your file system, right?
Mhm.
So now instead of writing all classes in one folder, we have to place in the different folder, right?
Right.
So in this way, we can organize. In future requirement come, let's see, I have some requirement to change the SQL file. So I am going to
Mhm,
the only read out the SQL folder related classes, right? I'm not
mhm.
concerned about the utility class, math class, and file system, right?
Right.
So in this way, we are organizing our related classes to the related folder, right?
Mhm.
Is it clear?
Okay. Right.
So here, terminology folder is a terminology used by the window, right? Folder,
Mhm, mhm,
folder. So Java is not using the same terminology folder. Java say I am going to use the different terminology known as a package.
mhm, mhm.
Package. What is the package in the real time? Package is the one kind of container or box that
Right.
holds something, right?
Right.
Whenever we are ordering any kind of items from the online,
Mhm.
we receive some packet, right? And this
Right.
packet hold internally whatever related item, right?
Exactly.
Similarly, so Java say ki, I'm not going to use same word like a folder, but I use the change the terminology. I'm saying this is a package, right?
Mhm,
Right? So whenever by default you can create any kind of application. I am going to create one class like a test class, right?
mhm,
Okay, the test class. The by default this is a test class created. This is a plain one file test class, right?
mhm.
And generally write public static void main and route s out, right?
Right.
S out. Okay, so this is the this is a simple test.file, and
Mhm,
they are created. I created the IntelliJ. I started from this Java application project. So this file going to store in the only one folder, right?
mhm.
And
Right.
it works, right? Okay. So question is that sometime notice always I am writing a code inside a particular folder. Let's I check how to check this particular folder. Let's go to the here and open in Explorer. So
Mhm,
notice here this is the my test file.
mhm.
Okay, but always I'm not writing all classes in only one folder. I have to write different folder. The different folder means we have to create the folder and write the classes. So instead of writing this class in the plain, uh, so how this test class know ki what is the my folder name? Yeah, what is the my package name, right? So
Exactly.
good option say Java say okay, don't you can create the package or
Mhm,
you put your classes in the package, right? So
mhm,
I'm creating the y. Let's in the Java folder I say I'm going to create a package. This is the word
mhm,
of package.
mhm,
Package say top level package. Let's
mhm,
say this is the top. Okay, top level. Okay, say. So I created top level. This is the one
mhm,
package top level.
mhm,
And in this top level, you can say, I am going to create the class sample, right?
mhm.
So notice here the first class line is the top level package. Here. public static void main, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if so, notice in this class what change. This is the main class. There is no problem, but this is additional line also added. Notice here top level. The top level. What is the top level? Notice here in this file test.java there is no any kind of package word, right?
Nothing.
So this class is not under any package, but this class sample is class under package top level. If you look here, go to open in the Explorer. So notice this is the uh, inside here. Go to the here, just explore here. This is the your my folder. This is the workspace, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the Java app. And inside the app, this is my idea project, and here source
Yes,
main
source.
and here. So notice inside here Java, I created one folder top level.
Yeah,
Inside top level, this is my sample class.
right.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
this line say, whenever say this line say, the first line say this sample class would be available inside the top level folder, right?
No, no. Sample is one class.
Sample is
And
a
then
one
it is,
class,
yeah, and it is under the top
top
level
level. Yeah. So
folder.
notice here, yes. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the top level my folder, top level
Mm-hmm.
folder, and inside this sample class exists, right?
Right, right, right.
So sometime Java, how to identify? This is a keyword package and top level. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I created, I want to create one more class. That I am just remove this. This is for, so let me, I am going to create one more sample class. So is
Mm-hmm.
it possible in one folder we can create the same package, another name? So I want try to create another class with the same name. Let's example, sample.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's not possible because
Oh, I
compiler
see.
identify in top level folder already one sample class exists, right? So you
Uh-huh.
cannot create the same class again. But
Acha, acha.
I say no, I want to create same class again, right?
Uh-huh.
Good example. Let's might be instead of top level, I can let's create the package like one package organization.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
another package like organization. So I
Mm-hmm.
say org package. This is my
Mm-hmm.
organization package, and in organization package I can create a class main. This is the main class, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the main class. This is one package organization, and we created the main package. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
public static void main, whatever you are right. So I am trying to hear generally preference way whenever you are writing any kind of classes that come particular logical folder, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, but sometime in one organization might be multiple department, maybe CS, maybe computer science, and maybe finance, maybe IT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to create like two more hierarchy. One organization have a two department. Let's say IT
Mm-hmm.
department and finance department. So we have to
Mm-hmm.
create two more folder. IT related classes go to the IT folder, and
Mm-hmm.
finance related classes go to the finance folder, right?
Right.
So here I say ki, this is my organization folder. Here I am going to create another folder inside, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
say create package and say I am going to create like IT. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the IT folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I am going to create one more folder like a package finance,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
now I create two packages. Let's check the hierarchy. Go to the your window explorer, open explorer, and notice here I this is the main. This is the one Java folder. The organization have a two folder finance, and finance have a nothing class. IT have nothing class, but we have a main. So in this way, one folder can contain another folder, right? So let us example. I am going to create one class employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I am creating a class the employee, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Class employee, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Employee. So this employee class related to the main organization, but some also employee class related to the IT department, related to the finance department, but all are the employee. So can it possible I can create one more employee class here? Because I have in this organization three kind of employee. Some is the normal organization employee, some is the IT employee, some is the finance employee, right?
Right.
All are employee.
Mm-hmm.
So if
But
I
the
am going to
different,
create
huh?
inside the organization another employee, compiler fail because say कि employee already exists class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I am somehow write the spelling mistakes. Okay. So already you have an employee, and let's say I'm going to create one more employee. Compiler say, no, you cannot create another employee class, right? Already
Mm-hmm.
exists. But say, okay, you cannot create organization folder, but I have a IT department. I am going to create inside a IT.
Mm-hmm.
Select IT and create employee class creator, right? And maybe
Right.
finance inside. This is the one beauty. Same name class can be created in the different folder. Notice in organization folder we have a notice here.
Mm-hmm.
Organization folder, one have a employee class. IT department, one have a employee class, right? And similarly, finance have a IT employee class. So class or package help us. You can define the same classes in different folder. Is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
So
Ajay bhai,
So
mm,
you have created like a one employee first, but like that,
yes,
yeah, that is the different like department,
right.
organization, finance, and IT. That's you
Mm,
said. But how
right.
do you create that employee? Because of you already create that like main employee that is out of this
Mm,
uh,
right.
folder,
Yeah, this is the uh, due to our this is the top folder organization, right?
right?
Organization have a finance folder,
Uh-huh.
IT folder, and in here any classes you can write. Here I can write main classes, employee classes. I
Uh-huh.
created, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I here in this organization can be IT employee, can be finance employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here I cannot create another employee class, right? Because one employee already exists. Duplicate not
Exactly.
allowed. So
Exactly.
okay, so I say okay, let's I create one folder IT.
Mm-hmm.
Inside IT, I'm going to create employee. Compiler okay.
Mm-hmm.
Compiler say, yes, you can do because you are creating inside a different folder.
You're right.
Similarly, I'm going to finance. Finance say same class name I can create a here employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here intention that class name can be duplicate but in different package, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the intention. The one things you can achieve from the package structure using the same name class can be created in the different package.
but
Okay.
why would someone wants to create the same class in different folder?
Because of the
Uh,
different department,
yeah,
and
different
then
department, different might be two department have a sometime common function. Let's key account, right? Similarly
Right.
for pass account. So sometime different module, at least different company, right?
mm-hmm.
Two company can have a
Mm-hmm.
different kind of a department, different kind of a employee, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Same
right.
kind of. So in this scenario, sometime with respect to our business terminology, we have to create same classes, right? Same name.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot change the violate the business domain name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Mhm.
keep for banking system. We have an
Mm-hmm.
account, right?
Right.
Banking system different kind of system like fixed deposit, saving account, current account, right? And
Mm-hmm.
each department, yeah, these fold packages, we can have a different again account withdrawal and two facilities, right? So
Mm-hmm.
kind we needed same kind of terminology, right? Same kind of class, same kind of object, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we are not creating that separate package, it is very hard to create the similar kind of two objects, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the segregation is by default you can get from this package structure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here the label of inside of finance, you can also create another package, right? You can create a
Mm-hmm.
maybe finance have a different package. So there is a no any kind of restrictions in number of hierarchy can be. Here I can create new package as well, right? Package. And I say ki organization inside of finance, inside let's what department one,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Can be multiple department inside a finance as well as, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, department two, any level inside department one, you can also create another package, right? Just select the package name here, say organization that finance, the department one, let's department inner department, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inner. So you can create, right? So here,
Mm-hmm.
go to the file structures. So here say your organization have a package, IT and finance have a, again two package, department one, department have another package, independent. So level in inside a package, any number of package you can create, right?
Yeah.
Depend upon your business level of hierarchy, right?
Right. Business model. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so let's till now clear what is package. Package is just nothing a folder structure where you are putting classes.
Mm-hmm.
Why you are creating package inside a package inside a package? Because logically just segregation so that human easily can identify it. This is the IT related classes. This is the
Mm-hmm.
finance related classes. Just
Mm-hmm.
logical categorization. From the Java perspective, from JVM perspective, they can understand each and every class. They can quickly understand, right? But from our human perspective, whenever developer going to in future project going to the maintenance phase, might
Mm-hmm.
be the developer who develop the application, they are not existing, right? The new
Mm-hmm.
developer come and new developer don't know which all the classes related to the IT functionality, right? Which all the
Mm-hmm.
classes related to the finance functionality, which all the classes related to the SQL database related, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it would be good. All the related functionality related classes should be separate package, right? So this is the logically just place of your classes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So this is the related to the package structure. Now inside a package, whenever you're writing something, now let's question. This is the main class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And notice last time here I can write a class. I can write a class. No, I can write a class test, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can write. Here I can declare variable like an integer uh, x, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can declare variable यहाँ पे constructor, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Integer a, and here I can write x equal to a. Okay, there is no
Mm-hmm.
confusion. Notice this test class we can successfully access in the main method, right? Test. I can
Mm-hmm.
create object equal to new and test. Okay, and here I
Yeah.
pass like 45 value, and even I want to print. So I said test so dot let's x. Notice here I am able to use the test class, and even I am able to access the variable x in main method, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is no any problem. So this test class can access by this IT uh, folder or not. Let's I'm going to the inside
No.
IT package and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to create another class. Let's a
Mm-hmm.
sample. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
IT demo,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
IT demo class. Okay, and
Right.
here I write like a public static void one, and here
Mm-hmm.
I want to use the test class. So I
Mm-hmm.
say test. So notice they are asking different test. Which package? So I am interested this test class, which is the inside here, right? So any class this is not public cannot be accessed in the different folder. But then notice this is a class not a public, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is only accessible here. Go to the organization. Organization have a this main method. So the main is a public class. This main
Mm-hmm.
can be accessed in a different package. Employee is
Yeah.
the main class, right? This can be
Mm-hmm.
accessed. Let's but any class which are the not public
Right.
that cannot be accessed outside of the package.
Mm-hmm.
One thing please be note, in one file, you can write only one public class. Here I cannot say public. This is the rule number one. In
Mhm.
one file, this is the one file main.java. This is your main.java. This is the main.java, right? This is the
Mhm.
main.java. In main.java, only one class can be public, two class cannot be public. You can write any number of classes, right?
Uh-huh. Uh,
Clean. So here I have yes.
Ajay, you said that one class should be public, not the double, not both of them, or
In
multiple.
one file. In one
One
file.
file.
Notice
Okay.
here I have a one Java file main. So if you
Uh-huh.
open main, this is the main file. This
Right.
main file, you can write this is the main class, test class, multiple
Right.
classes.
Right.
Test class 2, you can write here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Test class 2, you can write here. Any number of classes, right? But
Right.
our class here, main class, test 2 class. But
Right.
in all of them, only one should be public. So here I decided main in the public.
Okay.
Due
Okay.
to that, what is the public's same name we are going to the save file. The notice this is the
Oh.
what is the file name of this? File name is the main. Why main? Because main is the public.
Acha, acha,
Main
acha.
is the public. If I
Mm-hmm.
remove this public
Mm-hmm.
and let I do this
Mm-hmm.
public, okay, then what happen? You cannot run this program.
Acha.
Okay,
Uh,
let's main.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's I remove it. Don't save it. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to convey. Please be note. Uh, where I say okay, I'm not saved. Okay, so in this one file,
Mm-hmm.
by default, whenever you're creating any class, let's this is the my finance department. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to create any finance by default. IntelliJ what say get a class by default. They always create the public. You say here fin demo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fin demo. So this is the IntelliJ saying this class going to the final and same name.java they are going to save.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you are creating any class from IntelliJ, by default IntelliJ say you want this class is a public and the same name
Mm-hmm.
findemo.java you going to save. Notice here till now in finance there is no any organization finance no any demo class. So if
Mm-hmm.
I just say class create demo, notice here in the finance one fin demo class created.
Mm-hmm.
So this name fin demo why happen? Because by default they create the public class.
Acha.
So one things whenever you are creating any file system, by default, here many number of classes you can write, right? Class one,
Mm-hmm.
class okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here is also write test one, test two, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple classes you can write, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. But notice all in only one with a file. This is the one rule. Please be careful. Java say कि in one Java file you can write any number of classes,
Classes, but
but
should be one public.
only one should be public, and
Mm.
your file also save with the same name,
Acha.
right?
Mm-hmm. But
Let
Ajay,
yes.
there could be any private folder, private class in there.
I'm just coming. I
Okay.
will just
Okay.
understand the public meaning. Okay,
I,
I'll come in.
acha, acha, acha,
So
acha.
notice if this file name is the findemo.java, then you
Right.
cannot say कि this is the not public and this is the public.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Compiler say कि you have two options. Or you can change this file name test1.java, then it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Because so let me. I am going to rename this class. Okay. So we have the
Mm-hmm.
option. I cannot save because in this the four classes
Mm-hmm.
test one, two, three, and FinDemo.
Mm-hmm.
But I save this class in a FinDemo demo, right? So here FinDemo, but it is
Mm-hmm.
not public. Compiler is not happy. So
Mm-hmm.
you say no, this is the public. So compiler
Mm-hmm.
says please change this rename to the test one. So
Right.
let's refactor and rename. It should be test one,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Then compiler happy.
All
So
right.
Please notice, whenever notice here test one. If it, this is now this is the test one means the class name. This is the class
Right.
name, and this must be the public. This is the
So
role.
the file name is the main class. So
Not
when
here. I am not written main. Might be main needed. Might be main not needed. I'm not interested here to write a main. Right.
okay. Hmm.
This is main is only necessary to run the program. If I run, this program cannot run. There is no run button in it. Notice no run option
Right, right. Yeah.
because no main method. Let
Mm-hmm.
But
someone write public static void main here. Then it's runnable.
Acha, acha.
So
okay,
main
okay.
method is required to just run the code.
No,
And
but
even
when I
this
say
you can write.
main,
Yeah, you can write
when,
here as well.
yeah,
The main is purpose to run the program,
right, right. Hmm.
right? But this main is written in which file? What is the file name? File
Mm-hmm.
name is the
Test
test,
one.
or demo, or test2, or test3,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Right.
here in Java, your file name, you cannot say file name anything other than the class. I am going to say rename,
Mm-hmm.
refactor, where is the refactor and rename. I test, give the name ABC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can keep ABC, but you cannot say this is a public. This public indicate your file name must be the same. That means you will not remove this. Okay. Now your compiler is happy. You can give any name here, but public class is not those. Public means the same name you are going to the save.
Acha.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it clear?
Okay, okay. So the program will run fine, even
No,
though
no, no. Let me check. Program say notice not, let's say s out. Okay. This is the friend demo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for running, you just need this main method, right?
right,
Acha.
right. Okay.
For save your file, that must be public class name. Notice here I save file abc.java, but there is
Uh-huh.
no any abc. Notice
No public class.
No public class. Yeah.
if you want to give any public, that means that must be same as a file name.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. But this class will be treated normally by Java.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
Any doubt? Any till now? First
No.
things,
No.
for your file name can be anything, right?
Right.
Generally with preferences, the file name and class name would be the same, so that someone looking this here, let someone looking this here, like
Mm-hmm.
abc, what the meaning? But this is the final demo, someone can
Mm-hmm.
be confused. So general guidelines always be your file name would be same name as your public main method, right? So that
Right.
easily can one understand, right?
Acha.
This is general guidelines, right?
Right.
Right.
And this is also work fine. There is no problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even it's okay. And even this is general guidelines. It make public so that this can be accessible outside of the classes, right? If not public, that means they can only access inside this finance folder, right?
Acha.
So this is the related to the your file name, and one file can contain any number of classes,
Mm.
but anyone can be public, not more than any, right? But
Mm-hmm.
other things here you can write like private thing,
Mm.
private, not allowed. Any class cannot be private. not
Uh,
even here.
acha, acha, acha.
Only public keyword are allowed at the class level. This
Mm-hmm.
private at the generally at the method level, variable level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear? You
Yeah.
cannot declare classes as a uh, top level classes as a public. Sorry, private.
As a
But
public.
you know,
Private, private.
to last classes we have inner right, inner class, right? Inside
Mm-hmm.
inner class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inner class. I've already studied, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This inner class.
Mm-hmm.
Inner class can be private, right?
Right.
Inner class can be private. So whenever you are writing classes, class by default would be public or no access modifier. Or one thing you can do at the class level, or you can write abstract, right?
Mm-hmm.
The class can be abstract, or you can write the final. So in the file, whenever you're writing multiple classes, then you have a fourth option. You can class name could be public, or no access modifier, or abstract, or final. At the class level, what the modifier you can small? You can say final, you can say abstract, you can say nothing, or you can say public. But you
Mm-hmm.
cannot say private,
True.
right?
Private applies to inner class only.
Inside the class or inside interface, right?
Yeah.
Here, let's class 4. Here I cannot say write private. No, private is not allowed at the class level.
Mm-hmm.
But in the inner class or static inner class, it's allowed. Don't only say here allow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Inside a particular class, it's allowed. But at the file, it's the itself file top level, it's not allowed.
But inner class they allow.
Allow, yes.
Right.
Is it now? It's clear.
Yeah.
One more keyword protected in Java. This is also not allowed. I'll discuss till now never. I think till now never we discuss this keyword protected, right?
Correct. Correct. We did.
So let's. But you can write any inner class like class inner two. Okay. Here you can write this protected. So inside a particular class, you have an option private, public, inner, anything, right?
That's right.
Inside it would be public. Okay, inner class. Okay. So whenever we're writing any classes inside a particular class as an inner class, it
Mm-hmm.
could be private, it could be private, it could be public, it could be anything, right? So this would be abstract. This would be final, right? So inner have a lots of your capability, right?
That's right.
Might be you write a class without anything, right? Right. So whenever you are writing class inside the inner, we have option. Okay, you can do not specify anything. Anything means default, right? Are public, are private, are protected, are abstract, are final. These are the things you can do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear? But
Yep.
whenever you are writing the class inside a file itself, this is a file demo. Inside a
Mm-hmm.
one class, inside another class, inside another class, inside another class. Direct in the file means top level class. Top level class can be abstract, final, or it should be public. Else, or you can just leave the default. Is it clear? So these terminology generally default means nothing, are public, are private, are protected. Any confusion till now? So let me explain the meaning of public, private, and protected. Right?
Public, private, product. Okay.
So let me
Public, private.
here I am writing uh, one package, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have another package. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. So any class you create, this is the class one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not specify any modifier, no modifier, default means nothing,
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
this class cannot be accessed in this package. Cannot be accessible.
Uh,
I'll give the example. Okay.
okay, okay, please.
This is the next package one. This is the package zero, right?
All right.
If any class you can declare now public,
Mm-hmm.
right? Public,
Mm-hmm.
that can be accessible here. Means this class can be reused in the different package as well as.
So in that scenario, oh, again, that is like I'm getting lost
I'll
again.
give I'll give the example. Okay,
Okay.
just try to understand. Public means if uh, anything defined in a particular package, this class C1 class can be accessed in anywhere, any package, right? This is the package
Mm-hmm.
3, package
Mm-hmm.
4, package 5. These classes can be reused here, reused here, reused here. Public
Okay.
means accessible any package anywhere.
All right.
There is no right clear.
Mm.
If you're not writing public, not public means default. No, you're not writing anything. This cannot be accessed anywhere. But within a package here, maybe different folder, right? Maybe here different folder. This folder can access this. Within a package, they can access. But outside of the package, no one access the default one. Is it clear about the public or default?
Okay, so inside the package,
Huh.
if the class is public,
Right,
it can be accessed anywhere.
right.
If it is, but we cannot make it
Okay.
private or protected.
Let's with example. Okay. This is the two package finance and IT. It's clear?
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I am going to create here one class. Let's class like what class name? Maybe cal fincal. Okay, fin calculation. Okay,
Okay.
fin calculation. Okay, finance calculation is one my class, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the okay, and here I am not going to save as a public. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's clear. This is my classes, and let's have a one method like uh, get calculation. Just uh, void void test. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and here just I'm not passing just as out. Okay,
You're right.
test. Okay, test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have to rename. Just C missing. Three factor rename. It should be calculation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So this is the trick that I'm not writing any public, right? This
Mm-hmm.
is simple. Fin calculation. Let similarly I'm go to the same class like IT calculation, IT test, right? Here I'm making it a public. Let's both example. Okay, this
Mm-hmm.
is writer IT IT test. Okay, IT function, IT fun. Okay,
Yeah.
and here let me give as a public, right?
Right.
I'm just give as a same method here, but here, here, and this is the IT fun test. So now I created two classes, two packages. Oh, okay. What say that? expected. Oh, expected. This is right. I'm missing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now let's going to use how it going. This is the two different package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's I am come in the your main method are the different. So now scenario here is the your IT package, here is your finance package, here your ORG organization main package. Here I am going to use these both, right? Let which I can access, which cannot access, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the main method, I say I want to access like IT function. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
notice that the IT function is come from org.it folder, organization under IT folder. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
whenever you are trying to access, you have to line this like import org.it function.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Equal to new. Okay. And here I can say IT function dot test.
Mm-hmm.
So notice here I am not able to call test function. Here test is not available. I can access this class, but I cannot access this test method.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check the class because it test method is not a public.
Mm-hmm.
Let's I write a two class test and test public. Okay,
Okay.
so let's make a public. So any class is a public can be accessed outside a package, and even the method you can also need a public if you want to call. So go to the different main method. I say here I cannot call this test because this is the default method.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Default method. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it function dot I can call the public
I okay.
run. So notice any class which are the public you can access in the different package. Notice I'm able to call IT function, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this class can have a public, can have a private,
Mm-hmm.
can have a private method, right?
Mm-hmm.
Private. This is a private. So generally private, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a okay, okay, and this is the default, right?
Mm-hmm.
So generally one class can have a nothing or private or public, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is if this class test class going to not use in the IT folder but a different folder like here organization folder. So here I can only create the object, access the IT function, but I cannot call all the function. Only IT function dot I can call only public, not the private or not the things. I cannot call this the private function as well, right? This is the
Mm-hmm.
private. This is also we cannot call, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cannot call. Cannot, cannot access, right? Default method or I cannot access the private method. So it's clear if any class you are writing it's public, this can be accessed in a different folder. Notice this is the class created in the IT package, but I'm able to access inside the your organization folder, right? In the main.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is the one case. Now go to the finance class. Finance have this is the finance calculation. This is the what? Not a public. So let's I am try to access in this the your main method organization. So notice let's I am trying to access. So notice they are not found this class.
Mm-hmm.
They are not found this class where it is. Right? Because why? Because this class is a not a public class. Is it clear? So
Okay.
any
Yeah.
notice this is the class which is the public that
Mm-hmm.
can be accessible outside of this package. IT package. Go to the your
Mm-hmm.
different package. Organization package.
Mm-hmm.
And even let's instead of May, this is the IT finance. Let's one more for package other, right?
Mm-hmm.
other, right? This is the other package. And let's other have a class sample. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
public static void main. Okay, so here let's just I comment out here.
Mm-hmm.
So any classes created IT folder here. If this is the public, this can access by the other package, right? Other package here. That means other package here. Other package is here, and here you can able to access, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you are going to access any other package, you have to use this keyword import where this class found organization folder inside IT folder inside this package, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not writing this code, this line, compiler is not able to understand what is the IT function, where I can found, right?
Mm-hmm.
So please note, today we have to learn this is the package. Package means this sample class is exist inside the org package inside another package, right? But if some new class you are going to use that is not here defined, that where this you have to
Mm-hmm.
inform import section here say कि this IT function go inside the org inside IT you find this IT fun. Is it clear? The two things you have to remember package and import. By default, IntelliJ is written for you. So generally, whenever we are using the IntelliJ idea, generally we are don't bother how you can use the package and import section. But if you are writing a code using the Notepad, a Notepad plus plus, you have to manually write this, right? But I
Achha.
mean IntelliJ, whenever I say IntelliJ, they automatically import. Just I comment out here, right? So
Mm-hmm.
IntelliJ give option. Can you import somehow, right?
Achha.
Give the option. Or create class or import something.
Mm-hmm.
So we have an option here. They give, let's come out from the org package, right? So
Mm-hmm.
whenever I select this, they are going to import. Notice no import, right? Just I select here. Select, they are written for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the beauty of IntelliJ. They automatically imported this file line. But if any, this is the like your file collection, it is a public. So this public cannot access inside the other package. Say let's
Achha.
uh, if this equal to new this, you cannot access here. They are not giving any option to import. Notice
Mm-hmm.
here there is no hint because this is not a public. So is it clear what do you mean by public class and non-public, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Question is that if this finance class is not public, so where I can use, right? This
Right.
can use inside the package. In this finance package, this is a let's like a fin demo. Fin demo I can use. Here say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, uh, finance calculation, new finance calculation. Now a compiler is able to find, right? And even
Mm-hmm.
if you equal to call dot test. Notice I am able to call this test method as well as notice inside. Okay, I have to just remove it. Okay, where this a fin demo. Here I can calculate. So I am able to get the output. Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
notice fit calculation call. So notice this class, I am written this class, but this class not a public. Even method is not public, but still this class can be used in the different class like here,
Mm-hmm.
demo.
Mm-hmm.
But this package is same. Notice
Because in the same package.
because in the same package. Same package default look like a public. Here no means default means public within a package, this finance package. This class behave look like a public inside this finance package only. Okay, let's go in the department some package here inside another class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Inside a sample, and here I am trying to public static void main. Here I am trying to say uh, fin calculation. Let's do. Let's try to access this here. This class, I am trying to access in a different package. Here, it's a again the same problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
this is not accessible because you are in the department 2 folder, right? Department 2 package. This class
Mm-hmm.
is not accessible to you, right? No
Right.
suggestion, no hint. So please note, if you are writing any class that is not a public, that means this class is only used inside this finance package. Means direct inside this finance package, the employee class, finance calculation, yeah, finance demo. These three classes successfully use this fin calculation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But inside the different package like this department 2, this class cannot know about the fin calculation.
Mm-hmm.
Is it clear? Even the different sub package. Let's see here. I'm create another sample. Okay, and here sample public static void main. And here I'm trying to say access fin calculation. Fin calculation no accessible, not allow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this folder is inside a folder.
Yes.
The package.
This sample class currently exists in the inner department folder.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Inner department, this class is not exist in a department, and even this is exist in the different package like finance package here, but it is not a public.
Right.
So
Understand.
clear, any class you are writing that not public, that means you cannot access outside of this finance folder. Inside finance folder, all the classes, whatever the number of classes you created, employee, these two classes in a here you can use
Mm-hmm.
uh fin calculation, right?
Right.
Compiler understand, right?
Right.
So clear, if you are writing any class that is non-public, they have a restricted access.
Restricted. Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But any class you are writing that is look like a public, that
Mm-hmm.
means this is accessible anywhere within the here IT demo they can access. Here they can access, right? With IT
Mm-hmm.
func. Okay, IT func. Okay, IT func dot IT func equal to new IT funcs, and you can
Mm-hmm.
call the IT func dot. Notice here I can call two method. I can call public method, and even I can call the default method. So
Okay.
within inside IT folder, I can call the public as well default both. Notice here we have a default and public. These two can be accessed in the different classes, but private never access outside of this class.
But like I
Private
can call
method
the
is
okay, but this private test private one I can call in that folder as well.
only no only this is
Oh,
within a class.
okay, okay.
Without out class, this IT demo I will not call this.
But like if I call in here, it is possible to
Not
access.
allowed to call them
Oh, it's
because this is a private.
private
Private
one.
means this is only
Private.
called by this method. Maybe this method can
Private.
call private.
Uh-huh.
Call
So,
like test. This
so
can call private, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this method is not called by other classes. Like here, let's say
Acha.
I'm trying to say IT function dot this.
Mm-hmm.
This is not allowed. Because private
Mm-hmm.
is not acceptable outside of the class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not allow.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot access.
so
Cannot.
IT fund can be and also all the methods inside of it can be accessed from anywhere because they're public.
Again, repeat question.
IT fund, like
Uh,
IT fund, that method, sorry, that class will be accessed from everywhere because it's
yeah, because
public.
this class access everywhere. About what
Yeah,
is the inside class? In this
uh,
class, have a three content:
yeah.
default, public, and test.
So
This is
only
access everywhere.
yeah, only public will be accessed everywhere,
But
everywhere
this is also accessed within this IT package.
within
In
the
this
folder.
package, yeah,
Yeah,
within the package, it's look like a public.
yeah,
Here
but
they
within
can
the
access IT demo can call this, right?
that's right. Yeah,
The public and but the private is never called, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
private will never be called.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear now.
So clear about the default, public, and private, right?
That's
Mhm.
correct.
And one more keywords about this protected, right? Here I take
Mhm.
somewhere
Mhm.
article, right? Where is somewhere I written this like here, where I written when here. Here I am written one more keyword like can be protected, right?
Mhm.
Right.
This terminology also same many places you hear. First thing protected is never used at the class level. Here you cannot write, right? And here you cannot write. But
Mhm.
inner class or inner variable can be protected. Okay. So let's I'm uh, this is protected related to inheritance,
Mhm.
right? I'm able to explain here why, because protected is only directly related to the inheritance concept. Let's
Mhm.
understand the concept. Let's say this is the one package. Okay,
Mhm.
this is the one package, another package. Okay, notice in this package I can write class one and subclass another package, right? So notice here all the public data member, right, can inherited
Mhm.
by here, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Any private data member cannot inherit it, right?
Mhm.
But I can write the pro as well as the protected. Protected also inherited in the same package or not? Question.
Mhm.
Protected is designed to inherit this class in the different package. And let's write here another subclass, right? Here
Mhm.
I write. Here we can also access this protected data member. So protected data member can be accessible other package in case of inheritance. If you are using the inheritance, then you can access the protected data member. You can access your public as well as the protected.
Mhm.
So protected have a very limited uses, like they are this variable can be going to access inside the different package as in a subclass. Subclass means inheritance. Let's give me example. Any clear? Protected is used in the different package as a inheritance rule. Not clear? Hello.
Uh,
Hmm.
Inheritance
Yeah.
rule.
So let's again I'm explaining. Whenever you are writing inheritance, this is that one class. Okay. This
Mhm.
is the subclass, right?
Mhm.
Subclass are inheriting member. If this is the public member, can easily be inherited, right?
Mhm.
Private member. Private
Mhm.
member cannot be inherited, right?
Mhm.
But here I can write the protected as well as
Mhm.
protected.
Mhm.
So this protected member can be accessible in the different package. I am going to make another inherit subclass here,
अच्छा.
another subclass right here.
Mhm.
So here this protected member can be accessed.
अच्छा.
Which package it can access?
Different package. This is let's say A package. This is a B package.
Mhm.
Or you can specify like.
Yes, this protected data member can be accessible outside of the package, but not the this is the new independent class cannot access. But the
Mhm.
inheritance, let's make a subclass here, right? Subclass here, right?
Mhm.
And then
Right.
it is accessible. That means in
Right.
the case of inheritance, protected member can be accessible outside of this package as well. In the
Mhm.
inside the package, it's accessible, no problem. Inside a
Mhm.
package accessible, there is no problem. But it is also accessible to outside of the package.
Right.
So let's just give example, right? Clear, clear. Okay. So let's in IT department, I create one class like protected demo. Protected.
Mhm.
demo. Okay.
Mhm.
Here I can declare variable like private
Mhm.
integer x, right? Here declare a variable like protected pro protected integer p. Here I can declare variable public public uh, public integer y, and here I can declare variable default means nothing, right?
Mhm.
Default. Okay. So these are the possible things. Let's I say this is the one, I say two, this is the I say three, this is the I say four, right?
Mhm.
I just initially I'm given some value. So rule clear. This variable private is nowhere can be accessible within this only block case. This only block. This can be accessible, right?
Which one? Private or
Private,
protected? Private one.
private.
Okay. Acha, acha, acha.
Is it clear? Private have there is no any rule. Okay.
Uh,
So here I can use private. Say x plus 4. We can use, right? Private variable. Now
well, I
let's,
just called that one first, but I'm not able to use that. But like an integer, then I can call that private one in here.
yeah, let's here private like one method test, right? Here.
Acha, acha.
This test
Mhm.
method can access uh, s out x variable. This is a
Mhm.
private variable that can
Mhm.
be accessed within the class, right?
Mhm.
Within the class. Okay. So
Mhm.
private variable only accessible within a class. It is a clear, right? No
Right,
confusion.
right.
This variable, if you're writing any, where the block, this block, inside this block can be accessible only. Outside of this class, no accessible, right?
Mhm.
Let I am going to create one subclass, right?
Mhm.
Another class, subclass, okay?
Mhm.
Subclass that extend this. So question here, in this subclass, what thing we can access? Let's write a method, void test, okay? And here I am going to just access, s out, access. I am can access a private variable or public variable. Notice here, here
Mhm.
define the p could be the public variable mention just private var. Okay, it is
Mhm.
here, right? This is the private variable here, and here I say this is the public
Mhm.
variable.
Mhm.
This no protected, right?
Mhm.
Protected variable
Protect, protect. PRCT.
t. Okay.
Mhm.
Now here public variable just
Mhm.
public
Mhm.
public where, and
Mhm.
this is the default
Mhm.
default where the possible this kind of variable. Okay.
Mhm.
So notice whenever I'm going to write subclass can directly access this variable.
Mhm.
Public is the public. Okay. So this is the my subclass. This is the my subclass.
Mhm.
Notice here I'm able to access this as
Mhm.
out, and notice here I can access this what variable? I can access the public variable as out.
Mhm.
What
Mhm.
access? I
Mhm.
access this protected variable.
Mhm.
Okay. And as out, I can access the default variable. Notice here I
Mhm.
try to access the private variable.
Mhm.
Sorry, uh, private variable. Here we cannot access. Notice in subclass, this is a superclass. This is a superclass. This is a
Mhm.
subclass. Subclass can access all three variables, but not.
Mhm.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Means any public variable declared in the superclass. This is a superclass.
Mhm.
This data member can be accessible inside your subclass.
Mhm.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's extend inheritance.
Yeah. So let's in the same package. in the same package, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's I am going to write the same in the different package, not the IT. Let's go to the finance, right? I am going to writing inherit, because this class is public. This can be accessed in a different package, right? I am
Yeah.
defining the IT package. Now I am going to access this class in the finance package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here I am saying I am going to create another class, okay, subclass, okay, extend or your protected demo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I am able to access this public class, okay, and let's just try to write this test method again, okay. Here this is my, so first thing, this is the public from the different package, no IT package. I am getting the finance package. So let's write the void test method, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What thing we can access? As out, we can access protected variable.
Mm-hmm.
As out, we can access public variable, but we cannot access other two variable like a default and this, like here these two things you cannot access in the different package.
Mm-hmm.
So clear in the no, notice now I am a finance package. This class is defined inside the IT package, right? So
Mm-hmm.
IT package class is the public, then can be accessed inside this your finance package, but the public variable is accessible anywhere. Protected access in the here. Why protected variable access? Due to this inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's think another example. Here I am using the inheritance, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? I am not using the inheritance. Let's say simple class, not inheritance. I
Mm-hmm.
write a class just simple without inheritance,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Acha, acha, acha.
Without extend, without without inheritance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here I'm not access anything, but here I can create the object of that. Let's key here void test. Here I cannot access anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot access variable of different classes, right? So how to access a different variable? I have to create the object, right? So here I am going to say create the object of this, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and let's here try to s out protected dot. I can access the protected default and var are thing, right? I can access protected without inheritance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can access the even here like public.
Mm-hmm.
Here I can access public,
Mm-hmm.
and even I can access this default. This is the default.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to access the private. This is the where the private. This is the private. This is the private. So notice private is not accessible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So notice within the same package, without inheritance. I'm not using inheritance. Without inheritance, I can just create the object and I can access protected, public, and default variable. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's similar kind of things do in the other package. This is the same package. Now this is the same package, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same package. Let's I'm going to same doing in the other package. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here finance package class here without inheritance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's I'm going to try write the same thing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you notice I'm
Mm-hmm.
not able to access the default one. I'm not able to access even the protected one. So protected variable is not inheritance in the different package, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
different package.
Mm-hmm.
The different package only public variable access, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the case of inheritance, public and protected also inherited,
Mm-hmm.
accessible.
Mm-hmm.
This protected variable is accessible outside of the package only in the case of inheritance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But without inheritance, only and only public variable can be accessible. All are other protected, private, and default are not accessible.
Mm-hmm.
So, little bit clear?
Yeah. Today just
Yeah.
like my
So
brain
let's
got
yeah. Let's
puzzled a
again
lot.
recap.
Yeah.
Package one
Uh-huh.
and package two.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And in package, this is the one class. Here you can declare public variable, you can declare private variable, you can declare protected variable, right?
Acha.
So in the same class, in the same
Mm-hmm.
package, this is the same package, is its subclass can
Mm-hmm.
access, can access public, can access
Mm-hmm.
protected, but not the private, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even this is the inheritance, even without inheritance, new class,
Mm-hmm.
without
Mm-hmm.
inheritance, also
Mm-hmm.
public accessible and protected accessible, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the different package, this is the public class, so they can access it here as well as, right?
Mm-hmm.
In public class, you can just write a class new. So only this public variable can be accessible here. Private and protected both are not accessible. But some class say, I'm going to make inheritance. So here they make a relationship inheritance, right?
Right.
Inheritance. Then they can access the public and protected as well as.
Acha. Acha.
So they can access protected variable have only additional capacity. The protected variable inside of one package can also access another package in
Mm-hmm.
the terms of inheritance only.
Mm-hmm.
So they have very limited features are protected, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these still any confusion?
I don't want to say confusion, but I need to
Look,
look this video
okay,
again because like
okay,
this recap one, that is like this is good now. This like the diagram you just draw. Hey, it
right,
is good to know. Yeah, but otherwise it is like to me today. Oh, it is
yeah.
like it is so
So
complicated.
be clear whenever you are writing that this is package one and
Mm-hmm.
package two. Here
Mm-hmm.
you can write the private variable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Private, or
Mm-hmm.
you can write the public,
Mm-hmm.
or you can write the protected,
Mm-hmm.
or you can write nothing, default.
Right.
So this variable of a class
Mm-hmm.
can easily accessible in the subclass of the same package, means ki
Mm-hmm.
public
Mm-hmm.
and protected both, or
Right.
without inheritance,
Mm-hmm.
without
Mm-hmm.
inheritance. This variable can be both are accessible, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in the different package, change the package. Here, this
Mm-hmm.
variable, this variable, only public variable can be accessible,
Mm-hmm.
only public. But
Mm-hmm.
in the case of inheritance, I am just make a relationship, inheritance, right? Inheritance.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can access both
Mm-hmm.
public
Mm-hmm.
and protected here.
Acha, acha.
Without inheritance, only public can be accessible. This is the meaning of just protected. And here, public plus protected both. Due to the you are apply the inheritance relationship, extending the keyword, right?
Yeah.
So these are the mm, terminology generally many places we are using, right? Like default, like a public, like a private, like
Mm-hmm.
a protected,
Mm-hmm. Acha.
right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think let's just recap these things and do practice. Any doubt, confusion, we'll discuss. But this terminology, you should aware ki what the meaning of public, what the meaning
Mm-hmm.
of private, what the meaning
Mm-hmm.
of protected.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, this is like
Uh,
pretty much a very good concept to
yeah.
understand everything properly. But yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
So today we have a cover means right. You can organize
Hmm.
your classes in different folder, right? You can write
Hmm.
some classes in a finance folder, some IT folder, some other folder.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
if you are written something here, these classes can be accessible in the other package, right?
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
If this is the public, if this is write a public, that can be accessible. Okay,
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
so generally whenever you're writing any classes, generally you mark public. If want, I want this function can be, this class can be accessed by the different package, this package as this package,
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
you mark as a public. But you say "Ki this is my very class, but this is very private, I'm not access any other package," then
Acha.
you don't mark as a public.
Right. Right.
Right.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Hmm.
Just let it default, because in the
Hmm.
class level we have only two options, right?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
can
Hmm.
make it default or maybe public.
Right.
You cannot write here private and protected. Private
Hmm.
and protected at the variable level or the method level.
Acha. Acha. Acha.
So notice, right?
Hmm.
Uh, this private, protected, and public and default are
Hmm.
at the variable level or at the method level. The same we
Acha.
can apply at the method level as well, right?
Acha. Acha. Hmm.
This is the test
Hmm.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so here you can mark nothing, here you can mark as a private, or
Hmm.
here you can mark as a protected, here you
Hmm.
can mark as a
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
that. Okay, so you
Hmm.
can say these things: private, protected, public, and default. Nothing
Hmm.
here, nothing method, private method, protected method. So
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
protected is only used for the variable declaration or method or inner classes, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Right.
Is it clear?
Right. Hmm.
Yeah.
So let's, these all known as a access modifier:
Hmm.
private, protected, public, nothing are default, known as a access modifier. Means you are you are telling, hey compiler, this variable till where can be accessible, right?
Hmm.
This variable till where can be accessed? This variable only access within this class. How to say? This is the private. So this
Hmm.
private, public, protected is also named as a access modifier, right?
Hmm.
Access modifier.
Right.
Is it clear?
Right.
So different terminology someone say, but intention is that you have to protect the visibility, where the
Hmm.
particular variable can be visible, where it cannot be visible. This private, public, protected, sometime at the class level, sometime at the top class level, or sometime at the inner level, sometime at the method level, sometime at the constructor level. You can also define constructor private as well as, right?
Hmm.
This is the constructor. You can say ki this constructor can be private, right? Even
Hmm.
the private, right? Our constructor can be public, right?
Hmm.
So here, these the public, private, protected means you as a developer going to tell compiler, hey compiler, this my method, or this my constructor, or this my inner class, this my class. What the visibility? Where till
Hmm.
variable, where till method, where till class are accessible.
Right.
Okay, that's good for the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Ajay.
Yes, it is good.
And if any doubt, confusion, surely we connect. But this is
Sure.
a somehow you should aware the how Java developer, any software, white software building, how we
Hmm.
are organizing the list of classes using this
Hmm.
package structure,
All
right?
right.
So
Here I
Right.
am just
normally,
giving the
and
simple three package, but you go to the like a big application, these package can be maybe 15, 20, 100, right?
Hmm.
so
Depend.
normally, a developer has like a list of classes, lot of classes.
Yeah, generally
Oh, yeah.
preference way ki our
Yeah.
your classes, there is no condition you cannot create more classes. You can create as possible, you can create classes. And
Right.
this is a good practice. You can create as many as classes and as many as method. Don't write
Right.
bulky class. Don't write bulky method. As method is small, as class is small.
That is good for organize actually, right?
Organize and
Like
good
very
for
organized
reusability.
way.
Good
Okay,
for
so that's why all classes is small, but actually the code is long if you add all the code.
yes. Let's you write only one class. All the things written in only one. Your class becomes so big, and in
Right,
one class you have written different logic, right?
right, right.
But those different logics, this is right, you write only one class. This is a
Mhm.
very big class, right? And they have
Right.
written business logic 1, business logic 2, business logic 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's keep
Mhm.
business logic 6, I want to read some different places, right? I cannot
Mhm.
read this only because this the whole things are written with the one, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
If this is a separate file, if this
Mhm.
is separate file, separate file, separate file, separate file, I can use this separate file separately, right?
Mhm.
So if your class as is small, your method as is small as you
Mhm.
try. Because
Acha.
this method can be used in different places. This class can be used in different places.
Mhm.
The code readability increase, code usability increase. Why I'm saying code readability? Whenever you write separate method, you give the logical name, right? Okay, what
Mhm.
the code doing, what the
Mhm.
class doing. So
Right.
both help us to increase the code readability, increase the code maintainability.
Acha.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, and also if your all the classes in different package have a logical name, someone easily identify. Oh, this is the related class. This is the related class, right?
Mhm.
So generally,
It's
while
true.
developing actual application, this is the coding guidelines we have to
Mhm.
follow. This is the coding standard guidelines we have to follow the rule, right?
Right. Right.
Because now we are building software one time, but this
Mhm.
software are read by many year by many different developer.
True.
So
True.
this is the basic thumb for developer. Your
Mhm.
code is written one, write once, but read
Mhm.
many times, right?
Right. Right.
So your while building any things, you have to be careful what you are building, because this you are
Mhm.
writing only one time, but that is
Mhm.
used by many developer many years.
Mhm.
So you
True.
have to follow some principle and guidelines. But while
Mhm.
just learning purpose, there is not make any sense, because here we're not building any logics, anything, right? Just infrastructure
Mhm.
is. But this
Mhm.
help us in the future.
Right. Agree.
Okay, let's try and note down all possible question answer we can discuss. Okay,
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Azivia. Yeah. Today, blow of mind today for me.